Hello. We are back from ads. Hope everyone's having a decent day. It's fairly late here. It's 7 p.m. Decided to do like a bit of a later stream for fuck. The mouse has hit the floor. I repeat, the mouse has hit the floor. So part of the reason I didn't stream yesterday was because we got a new chair. So I've been doing everything out of a recliner, which not ideal, but you know it is what we Alright, it's through this way. I was like, I got through here somehow, so how was that if I can't move? So, yeah, I was doing everything out of a recliner, so that was, you know, less than ideal, but what are you gonna do? But the real issue was that we replaced it with a like regular desk chair. So the recliner had like, you know, like more like beefier arms, which allowed me to put a mouse there. Not so much the case, unfortunately, with the armchair. So currently, I don't have like an actual desk or any real place to rest the mouse, because it can't really rest regularly on the chair. So let's see, is there a way to grab this? Like, it's the only real way to... This technically, like... Oh, no, never mind, I goofed it. I need to do it this way. So like this, we've now kind of given ourselves better access to the sides. But yeah, I don't have a really good place to place my mouse, so it's just kind of, you know, a haphazard way of doing this. And I realize I'm bad. Okay. So in the bottom left corner, honestly, I think I have it right here. He says this, he's absolutely wrong because he can't place it there. This shouldn't work, right? Because it's black isn't all cut off from the rest. Really? Oh yeah, because those two are cut off in that way. Shit. Is there a way to... So what is the best way? Can I get in this fucking corner, please? Ah, I see. That's all I needed to change. Oh, there we go. But with this, it should work. Now we're fine. There we go. Oh. So now it chooses to move, huh? Okay, I mean, isn't that just like... Oh! Okay. I can't say that I was expecting that, but that's funny. Okay, I've fucked it a bit, but that's fine. This is actually a relatively easy puzzle. But that was a funny oh my god, please send help. I can't even like use the mouse here. I would want to use the mouse. Oh god, fuck me, man. Okay, you know what? Restart. Redo. There we go. You can't see it hardly, but that's both of us. What? There was a fucking dot there? How am I supposed to see any of that? Huh? Okay. So I think I have it figured out this time. It's fine. I mean, if I was closer, I could, you know, actually be able to see it. But you know what? We're gonna ignore that part. We're gonna ignore the part that if I could actually see, I could see. Nope, nope, nope. Oh fuck. Oh no. We're worse. We're worse off. Anyway, yeah, I was in a good mood today, so I was like, you know, what if I just like tainted that a bit? What was wrong that time? What? What'd I fuck up there, man? Isn't that what I did? Is that not what I did? Did I fuck it up somehow at some point? I must have, because the game said no. Huh? Is that not 4? It's 3? Is it 3? Am I blind? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, it is 3. My bad. There. There. Finally. Uh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Huh? No, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Everything's oh, no, it doesn't change. It's ew. Am I actually almost done? Oh my god, the side's done! Fuck that last puzzle, though. Okay. Fuck. So there's at least 1 black, 2 black, 3 black, 1 white, 2 white, 3 white. Where's our start? Okay. I don't see any small dots. Where was the third black dot? There? No. So this isn't gonna work, considering there's this white one right here that we're. But let's just see where we get, right? Okay, we do have some of the fuck you dots. Great, thanks. We have fuck you dots on the board. What if can I separate the whites like this? No, because then I have the black one to deal with, right? Yeah. So there's actually a couple of dots I missed there. So there's a dot here. Where else is there dots? Dot up. So there's like a dot here and a dot here. This puts me on the side of white. How many white do we have? We have like 3, right? There's like the one here, the one there. Okay, what if I instead do like this? That doesn't work. No, it'd have to be like this if I wanted to do it like that. Maybe like this? Okay. Not quite. There's a black dot above this white one, isn't there? That's what our issue is, isn't it? So black here, and then another one there. So it's gotta be like this. Right, there's a black dot there. How do I get this black dot? Like, I don't think this is right. No, it's not. What if I wrap the one section like that? I'm a bit worried that the black dot is in that spot right next to the white one, which it very well could be. I don't really remember off the top of my head, but... No, this won't work because the white one in here is gonna get caught. And then there's this black one right here. How do I... How do I get that separated? Okay, what if we do this instead? I think this gets me there, does it? So, if we look at this again. So we know there's one right up next to this blue one. What if we just wrap it around the edge? What do we have? So there's one. So this covers up both. It does not, because that's not where the other one is. Okay. So regardless, we need to... So a point that we know we have to hit is up here. So if it's like this, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, because of that black dot. But we do know that we need to do something like this. This time it was because of that one. How do I cut off? So current issue is that we have a black dot to our left and a black dot to our right when we move down one. But in order to cut them off, this isn't enough. Unless... we did... How do we cut out this black one now? Missed a whole lot that time. Okay. So that bottom white one is now completely out of the equation. This won't work. There's a dot here. Yeah. So now we need to figure out a way to get that cut off. And it's necessary to go through there. So what if we went like this? No, that won't work. And this just completely blocks me off. This isn't gonna work. Yeah. Ugh. So what do we have? So we need to do this, right? We don't necessarily need to do that, but I feel like that's correct. Right? Because we've tried this, and this hasn't worked for us. So if we do this, it knocks off the 1. We have like a weird little line there, right? So the white bottom one's cut off completely, and that's actually, so this is what we've been doing, right? Like we've been trying to do it this way, which kind of leads us to getting hosed. So if we try this way, we can get up here. We can go around the black, go around the white. Should be able to just come across here. Okay. And then what's wrong with this one? We have 1, 2. We have 3 white spots and 3 black spots. I mean, unless there's like a black dot in here, this should work. Okay, there was a black dot. How many black dots? 2. Okay. Where were they again? Top left and above the white one. I mean, couldn't I just do this then? No, because then these ones are trapped. So I can't just do that. But this obviously doesn't work. What if we do that instead? What if we do this? I think the issue with that is, yeah, we don't end up hitting that point. If we do this. misses that one. But does that just work? What did I just screw up this time? I'm sure I screwed something up. I did not. Okay, fantastic, actually. We did not screw something up. So, with that... Huh? Huh? No. No, the wire's actually in here. This is actually part of the fucking puzzle! Oh, eat my asshole. I was like, we got the door now, right? And no, it's 4 wires and it's actually in the trash bin. Can I get back on this? Okay. Let's see. This puzzle was a dick the last time. So let's see. We need to make our lines somewhere. From what I can see, we're not dealing with any dots, right? No. So 4 and then by 5. So either we can have it be a straight line, so if we made this our guaranteed row, so is there a way to come back from this? So what if we instead did it like this? Then we can't get out this way. Right. So I feel like this is somehow how we have to do it. But is that possible? What if we... This won't work because if I try to do it like this, then I'm stuck here. So we need a way... Like, this hypothetically gets me there if I could somehow figure out a way to do it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Why do I keep thinking it'll do that? Because it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that at all. Because it doesn't like when the items are inside of each other. The items can't be inside of each other. So I need to stop thinking like that works. So is there a way to do it like this? This is 4. But that stops being 4. If we do it like this. This doesn't work, right? Ooh, what if I do this? Is this it? Almost, right? This is it. Right? No, because I have the white and the black one right next to each other. Yeah. It just won't work. But it's probably, I feel like it's gotta be close, right? Like this is, okay, so this is 4 and 4. How do we get those two on the side separated? If I reverse this so that I can if it's like this. The problem with this is we don't even remotely get there. It's not even the full shapes. So how do we do this? That obviously doesn't work. Because it brings, it takes in... Because while it works on this side of things, it obviously doesn't work on the inner part. So is there a way to make kind of a T shape? don't see how this would work, though. So somehow these cut off. So it needs to cut off what is likely a T, or what has like a T or an L. It can be a T or an L shape. But how does a T and or L shape get our cutoffs? What can we do? If there was a way to cut it off here, right, like that's what we need. Is there a way to make a cutoff here? We'd need the 4. I don't think there is. This is only the 3. This doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, so can I get it so that the issue here is that I mean, obviously there's a solution. But it becomes, what is it? Obviously this doesn't work, but that's not what I'm trying to figure out right now. Actually, no, it couldn't work. Does it work? So if we just like cut these off. Hell, if I just do it like this. This doesn't work, unfortunately. If they could be inside the shapes, that would be lovely. What if we do out the center line? Now, the problem with this is, once again, that we're... And this one fails because of the bottom section, but other than that, it actually should work, correct? Yeah. What if I reverse that bit of it? What if we... No, because then we're stuck with that again. Fuck! I'd love for this to work, but as we've discussed, it doesn't work because of the middle section again. Actually, this one doesn't work for a couple of reasons. It still doesn't fulfill the two middle parts either, so that doesn't work regardless. I feel like it requires... It's gotta like require one of these to be at the end, I feel. But the issue is we can't just like do it like this and be like, oh yeah, that's how that works, because now we have like E. E. Hi, Sil. How are you doing? 5 stream streak? Sil, did we kill your streak? I'm sorry, Sil. We murdered your streak. How are you doing this evening? I don't know how long you've been here, Sil, but unfortunately for us, we solved these puzzles, these puzzles, these puzzles, and then I'm like, haha, the door will open, and then it's like, nope, the puzzle inside the fucking trash bin is in fact part of the puzzles needed. I'm alright, had a meeting go better than expected, and I've been riding that. Started lurking a little, but first time I got to pay attention. Well, we're back to the puzzle that we were working on 2 days ago. Not ideal. Don't you love it when pop-ups come over? The one you messed up on? Yeah, I mean, we could say it like that, or we can say it the one that I, like, also royally messed up on, like, 18 badillion times. So, like, who's really to blame? Okay, what if we... So this doesn't work. We know that this doesn't work, which is fine. But if we set this up as a barrier, then we do... Because that's also what we were doing, right? We were doing this. We were trying this a lot. Or like this. Because we found an answer that resolved itself like this, right? We were able to find this. So if instead we separate the bottom like so, then we actually do fulfill that requirement, so we can just do it again. Like this? Where... Uh-oh. Where's... Oh. Hello. So, 2 down and 3 across. So, we don't really have a whole lot of space to work with that one, I feel. We have, like... Basically, we have this. At least that kind of shape. Right? Yeah, that's what I did wrong with mine, is I kept the bottom black and white together. Yeah, I do remember that we had that, yeah. Let's see. What were you saying? I missed your one message. So you weren't here, you might not have been here. Do I get another shot, or you want to take this one now? Oh, okay, that's all, that's what I missed. So yeah, so, I don't know if you were here for my little thing, but like yesterday, I did not get the memo that we were setting up the new chair today. Or, today as in yesterday, which is why I didn't stream. I mean, it's an office chair, so it doesn't really require setup, well, much setup, so it's not like it required like the entire day. But I don't exactly have a place to put my mouse. So control of everything that I would normally use like an actual mouse for is like basically very limited. Because I was in a recliner previously, and so it had like a fairly broad armrest that allowed me to kind of like just like use it as like a mouse pad. But this is not the case here. And currently, until tomorrow, when I'm going to be setting up a desk, I have a TV tray. And the problem with a TV tray is I already have like a 60% keyboard. I have to rest my like headset box on it, so it's like at a reasonable distance to me. I have a couple drinks here, and then I have the drawing pad, which basically just takes up like all my real estate. Now, is that like a very first world problem? Yes. Am I going to deny that it is? No, there's no reason to. But you know, it's not something I'd prefer. So if we actually tried like this, because we need 4 across on one side. I think this is just the solve, right? Like that's it. That easy clap. So now we just need access to this door. So we know that there is a segment that we can walk through in here, as long as we get into it from this side. So if we do this, something like this, I want to say will work. I might be wrong with my positioning on this middle platform, but I think it's correct. So we should have access. There we go, and we're out. We are through. First section down. I say first section because we already see at least 2 more. Am I hoping it's... Ooh. I mean, do you know how much I wish that we were like working? Oh, this is cool. It's very pretty. I wonder why there's just one dark cloud. It's very neat to see like everything up from above. It's a box. Is that like part of the is that like... Oh. I kind of didn't notice everything on the sides. That's cool. I'm getting like Portal 2. Or just like Portal in general, I guess. It's like a warehouse style. What in tarnation? Oh god, okay. Well, hopefully this isn't erratic enough that like it screws over people, but gotta say I'm not exactly thrilled with this. But this seems like a straightforward enough puzzle. Um am I supposed to understand what color that one is? I feel like I should. So this one's the yellow one. So I'm parsing this. These these are the same, right? Obviously, this doesn't work for the other half of the board, right? But these ones aren't yellow. That one's blue, that one's blue. So it's going to like throw up arrows on the left side, which is fine. We know they're going to throw up arrows on the left side. I'm just trying to figure out if I truly know which ones are the problem pieces and which ones are safe. And that's all I'm caring about right now. So if we do it like this, we have two yellows together. So now if we just do it like this, doesn't work, right? Because then we don't have that one paired up. So is there a way to... This doesn't work because then we don't have access to the other. We have to have them paired, but they can't be paired more than once. So what if instead like this? No. Almost, but not quite, because we do need to get that blue separated, actually. So if we instead do it like this, is there a way to... Is there a way to get that blue one out of a box with R? And we said we couldn't do it this way. Because we need... Oh wait, hold on. Nope. This one's kind of tricky. My screens are so fucked. We do have ads coming up. Okay, ads will start in 6 seconds. I know, so you are subbed. I don't know if anyone else is here because I have viewers off always. So we'll take our 3-minute bad break, and we'll just kind of sit here looking at our puzzle some more and figure it out from there. I just don't think that's gonna work. We just know that we need this one matched with this, this, or this. And this matched with this one, with this one, or with this one. And we've tried to match this with this one, and this with this one. So we can try matching these two, which just means cutting this one out of the corner. And I'll stop trying to figure it out from here now, because I shouldn't be doing that anyway right now. Okay, we are back. Let's go ahead and try out our other idea of we've tried these two. We've tried these two and we tried these two. So what if we try these two? So if we need to connect these, right, then we need to cut off this one. So the way to do that would be to do this. And then this cuts off both of these to themselves and also partners up the other two. So this should be it. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, do I become different colors? I do. I don't like these puzzles, by the by. So are these the same colors? Let's just see. That didn't help me. That didn't help. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's assume they are. Let's assume they are. These two are, so we'll cut those off. Let's assume these two are. And then just do it like that. Oh, wait, you don't even have to assume that those two are. And now we have just a fucking disco flavor. Although these ones don't look to move. Nothing about these are moving. So really it's just the background that's all kinds of fucky. What if we reverse this? Does that make more sense? I feel like that makes more sense, doesn't it? So that way we can... Because the issue that we have here is that we're going to run ourselves down this direction, trying to undo it. But if instead we reverse it and we go... and we start at the top and work our way back down, we should be better off. So like this. Yellow gets cut off. Blue gets cut off from purple. And then we just have to cull these. Wait, there's another thing here. Wait, hold on. How did I get in here? Oh, do I just not... Wait, what? Huh? Oh. Huh? Well, these are pretty. I guess these are like their initial rough drafts for... I think it's a really cool idea that I like to see in like more of these sorts of puzzle games where they just kind of like show like the creation of the game, the rough drafts of the game. I think that's just a very because it's all just very neat. Okay, so what do we have here? We only... Oh no, we have like a bajillion exits. What? Okay. Okay, well we need to get across. Right? So we need at least one way to cross. So this should work. That gets me across in one direction. It's weird that we're going, like, back and forth on these stairs. Is it, is it gonna be this easy? Is it... The game's just like, here, have... Oh, wait, do we have to do, like, all the puzzles in order now? So, like, is it, like, both... You have to do, like, you have to accomplish both puzzles? I hope that's the case. I think that would be very neat. So if we did, like... I'm just kind of curious. It's very close, very close. So if we instead go over like this, this won't work, right? So my hypothesis here is that we need to do both the one and the other. So this won't work. I don't know if we need to do all of them in the row. I'm kind of hoping we don't have to do all of them in the row, because that would be miserable. But hypothetically, we could have to do all three. So we tried to solve it like this, right? So we did this. Oh, wait. So is there a way? Can we just cut it off? Like, yeah, we can. We can just cut it off by going around it. Just to double check. The unfortunate part is we don't know if it still needs all of them or not, because we're technically accomplishing all three by going this route. So if we believe it is... Oh wait, can I just... So if I solve it from here instead... Interesting. This is a very... Why didn't that work? Oh, did I screw it up? I must have screwed it up. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I already goofed. Okay. So this covers... Oh, yeah, that'll do it, huh? That'll do it. So if instead... This still won't work, will it? Because it... Because this cuts it off. So instead I needed to... Huh. I wonder if I have to do it the other way this time. So instead, I have to go like that. I have to go at it like this. this. That covers all of them. Nice. How does that work? Okay, so it's only the last three. So it can't be... Yeah, it can't be the others. Because this one becomes a black one. So it can't be all of them, but it can be the three of them. Very interesting puzzle. Because obviously now we can't do it like this, which is what we did on the last one. So what if we... How would we do this one, actually? So we need to keep the... Somehow we need to separate the black one. The best way to do that, I guess, would be to just do this. Can't cut that off. So that would be 3. So if we did something like this, would it work? I don't think so, right? It would have to be... Huh. I like this one as like a concept. It's just a matter of figuring out how to actually do it. Because we need to do something here. Close, but no cigar. Um, Problem is now this won't work because of the bottom layer as well. So how do we... I think I made a mistake when I decided to rope off black where I did. So if we instead do it like this, but maybe that's even wrong. Maybe it's like this. So my thought is I need to do these ones. So if I do this, so if I do something with this is what I'm thinking. So if I, oh, I can't do that though, right? Because I have to do this in order to get the greens together. Okay, do we technically know for a fact? We don't. We've been solving it with all three, but I need to see if it actually requires all three. So let's see if it actually requires all three. It probably does. It probably requires the three. Yeah, I was gonna say, it requires all three. It requires all of them? Wait, hold on. Does it actually fucking require all of them? Oh, wait, how does that even work? How is it meant to require all of them? Oh, because it's not necessarily that they're stacked, it's just that they're solved. Oh, okay, so we still have to worry about that dot over all the way over there. Fuck. Okay. Huh. This is a pretty wild one, actually. Okay, so if we know we have to hit that corner, then I feel like, how the fuck do we make sure that we hit that corner? I feel like in this instance we need to almost like this, but we know that this won't work because of our current segment, right? So there's got to be a way that cuts off. So at the very least, we know that we need to hit this spot somehow, right? Yeah, we need to hit that corner. At the very least, we know we need to hit this corner. So how do we hit that corner? While maintaining everything else. So if we're just going off of these three, this doesn't do it, right? Because it doesn't fulfill a lot of our requirements. Well, it doesn't fulfill a whole bunch of our requirements, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So... What if we did it like this? So this covers not all of them. Wait, how did I do that before? So this technically fulfills a couple of them. It doesn't fulfill... It doesn't fulfill our back left corner one, though. So is there a way... It also doesn't actually fulfill our other one either, does it? No. It doesn't fulfill a lot of our requirements, actually. It would have to be like this, and then at that point, we're not fulfilling our matching one by a lot. Hmm. So we need to be able to do something here, maybe. We at very least need to like swing through this corner. So it's very possible we need to do... I don't know, something like that? So if we do this... Now we just have to figure out how we can... The issue becomes this middle section. Because how we are now, the green will get separated and then they can't match. So we can't cut that off. So really, how do we do this? So obviously this isn't the correct solution either. Unless... This doesn't work. It's close-ish, I feel, but it doesn't work. So if we can't like bulk segregate the white, what if we just like confine them? Like do as many as possible, like as few as like as many spaces as possible for them. Because we tried to segregate black every time, like this, right? So if we just segregate everything by its lonesome, or at least segregate black like that, this lets us gain access to purple. it hits our square, so we're still out in the open on that. Oh wait, no. The matching ones don't care about being separated, do they? Only the solid colors care about Yeah, no, okay. I forgot how this fucking symbol worked. The matching ones don't care that they're near others. So if we cover our segment like that, right? We have our shapes like this. I completely forgot, for whatever reason, I had a lapse in like brain activity where these shapes don't require everything. And I guess this actually, we don't actually have to change anything about our current segment, do we? Okay, I've already forgotten. Show me the middle shape again. So it's like this. How did I already flub this again? We have our little segments cut off. We go all the way over here, right? And then we had wrapped up like this. No. Wrapped up like this. No. Yes. Because it was like this. Yeah. Okay. What am I not understanding fully? Do we need to just get it to that doorway now? Oh! Huh. Okay. So we need to route them. We need to route them so that they can both get there, or just the second. No, we need. So this one goes one way, the other one has to go the other. So, I would think that that would mean that we need to basically play with the back half of this field. So if we did this, how do we do this one? So my initial thought is we have to go and like get here. So how do we... I mean, maybe it's not even correct. So, where does it need to go? So we know this one needs to go. We know this one needs to like get over to the segment over this side. So what if we just did... What if we just did this? Does... I imagine that we still have to get over to that side, so this won't work. So I imagine we have to... I'm just gonna see what happens. I imagine we need both sides, which means I'm gonna have to get it onto the other one. But... I just want to understand... Yes, okay. Fantastic. Okay. So we need the first one to route over to the left side while fulfilling our objective and not cutting us off. So most of the puzzle, as my understanding, is that it revolves. But how in the fuck? Unless... what needs to happen is that we create a path. So what if I create... Is there a way to do this? So this gets me not to the other entrance. But I don't necessarily care about that right now. Because what I'm trying to figure out is how can we make another bridge to get us across? There's got to be a way to do this. I feel like this is the only direction we can go to on the first one. I feel like this is the only way I can do this first one, and I say that when I fail the puzzle, so clearly I'm wrong, but you know. What if we do this? Nope. I was like, this is a good one, and then it's like, no it is not, because it does not accomplish your goal. Is there a way to get it so that's on the right side? Like if I go up... But what does this do for me? I feel like it doesn't do a whole lot. In fact, it just makes things arguably worse. Right? Like it takes up even more real estate than the last one. Because now I can't even like get out. Oh, they can get out those ways though. Okay. But either way, this still is cutting off everything. So... is giving it this enough space fine? There's got to be a way that connects them both. So I feel like I just have to go and leave. So what happens if I do... I assume that I just need the bridges to connect in one direction where it connects across and leaves enough room for... me to like get across with the other one. Or like get to another spot with the other one. But the question becomes how. Like this theoretically solves the one side, but I can't get out and over to another spot. Which makes me think that I need to use a side to cut them off. So if I do... I can't... I think I'd have to end here. So is there some way to not clip that other corner, is the question. Because I can't go out this way, right? So I can't go and cut these ones off like that. So how do I do this? I feel like it really does have to be something like this. So maybe... it's like this, right? And what this then allows me to do is it allows me to plug the other bridge in. Now the problem becomes... is it fine? So now we just go out this way again. And then hopefully we can connect the bridge through while maintaining the rules of the puzzle. This won't work. So I've done something wrong. So now I can just like go pitter-patter across the bridge. Kind of like shift it. So if we come back over here, we need to... So like this. And then we should just be able to swing these two. No, right? Because that'll leave 4. So this doesn't quite work. Huh. Yeah, the problem becomes our blue section over there is going to separate the others. But I guess that's probably... You know what? That's fine. Yeah, never mind. I think that's fine. Except it's not fine. Because as soon as we do that... Because we can't get back either, because we just cut off our wax this way. So, yeah, I was gonna say that's not gonna work, because I fucked it. Let me just do this. Obviously that doesn't solve anything. But I'm curious to know if it gets us closer. Wait, because both of them already were directed here. So, did I need to worry about that? I don't. Why did I think I did? Let's try that again. So, if instead we do this... Because we don't have to worry about... Yeah, for whatever reason I was like, we have to worry about getting back, but we don't have to worry about getting back. We have a thing for that. So, I'm hoping I can just do this. Because it technically does everything we need it to. And it looks like we did it. Wait. Huh? Is this taking us down? Why do you have the ability? Why do I have the ability to go up in the elevator? Please tell me I don't have to do some like nonsense between the third floor and the fourth floor, or like the third floor and we're on the second floor. I keep saying 3 because we've been going back up and down on that one section. Okay, with how slow this elevator goes, I'm really, really hoping that we don't have to worry about. Oh, are these like, you know, I'm just realizing all those models for the windmill were probably all actual models for the windmill. And that was like the other one was what they finally settled on. Hey, look, a thingy. It's a dude. Okay, so one of these can be removed. I mean, that's just this one then, right? That just like do whoop, and we're out. Oh, interesting. Part of the floor lit up. Similar thing here. Almost, but not quite. We can just call... No, we can't just do that. There we go. And now it's a big puzzle? Oh no, wait, hold on. What does that mean? No, 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 no. No, I understand that. Wait, do I understand now? Big puzzle, exactly. Big puzzle. So I'm hoping that I only have to like solve it using the 4 that do show up. Or maybe I have to solve it using my solves. I guess we'll find out. How do I get a good view of this? How do I get a good view of this? Huh? How do I get how how do I do this puzzle? What if I just do that? I was like, what if I just don't do that, game? Oh wait. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not gonna work. What? Was that not the solve? Oh no, because I did it. I didn't. How do I do this one actually? Because now. I guess like this actually. How the fuck? And congrats on surviving another day, so. How in the hell, man? So we need to combine all these. So we need to make them so that they combine to make the same shape on both sides. So that's the real issue. That's our... And I've Game? 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 Um... How do I get the elevator back? Game? How do I get the elevator back? Oh, the elevator comes back up. Thank God. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, that would have been... It's like, oh yeah, because that would have been so funny. At the same time, it would have been so sad. It's like, how'd the game go? Well, we got soft locked at the end, and so I cried myself to sleep, and then I just uninstalled. Man, that was something. Anyway, let's try that again. Okay. We will be back in 2 minutes 30 seconds. I'm gonna sit here with my eyes closed and I don't know. Drink some water, drink some sody pop. Okay, we are back. So now we have to figure out how to best make our pieces match. So we have to make the same shape, right? And judging from that, it looks like the best choice of action to make that happen is... I have no idea, actually. Can we... We can make a 4 by... We can make a 2 by 3 on both of these. I believe. Maybe not. No, we can. So on this side we can make a 2 by... This side we can. I believe if we... No, we can't, because you can't go inside the shape, right? The shapes have to be next to one another, so that doesn't work. So... How do we make the same shapes from one side to the other? So if we made a square on this side, which is what I think we do have to do, and then we made, so if we made a 4 and a 3, can we do a 4 and a 3? How would we do that? What if it's not that? What if it's 3? 3, 3, 3. That'd be 3, 2, or what? Okay, hold on. So, could we do 1, 2, 3? Can't do 1, 2, 3 on this side. Somehow, these two shapes make these two shapes. So how do we do that?
They came from behind.
Hey Joe, how are you doing? Welcome in everybody. What were you guys playing? I guess can I scroll up and see what you guys were playing? Joe, how was stream? It's the pandas. Let's see, do I see what you were playing? I don't. Okay, we do have the shout out. Does that actually do anything besides say shout out? I don't know. Stream it good, we raced some marbles, then played some Dead by Daylight. Yeah, you have been on a Dead by Daylight kick. You said that was like your new main game. How's that been treating you? We've emerged from the forest. Are you more of a hunter or a survivor?
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Thank you. Thank you for the follow. We're just here playing The Witness, but I'm Sella or Celathis, depending on, whichever way you feel like doing it. I thought I already followed you. It'd be like that sometimes. We're playing The Witness currently, which is a puzzle game, so I'm feeling... I was feeling too good today, so I needed to, bring myself down to a point where I just need to bring myself down. But, generally we're playing roguelikes, mostly just about any other game aside from, generally sports games or, RTS or turn-based strategy games, I'd say. So, I'll play, RPGs, Metroidvanias, things like that. Currently we're just trying to finish up this. We're at the pretty tail end of this. And then after this, we're going to play well, not today after this, but, the next time, when we actually beat this, afterwards, there is a parody version of this game that we're going to play through. So, yeah, Joe, are you, well, first of all, once again, thank you for, doing the raid. If you have to go, you know, feel free, take care of whatever you have to do, get food, drink, go to the bathroom, what have you. But if not, you're free, feel free to stay in, chat. But yeah, if you're able to stay, are you more of a killer? Are you more of a survivor? What side of the Dead by Daylight do you like to generally play? And if Hunter, well, actually, I guess if both, because I guess survivors technically all have their own abilities too. What side of the coin do you like to play? And I play survivor more than the killer. Okay. Do you have a particular survivor you like to play, or because my understanding is they do have their own respective abilities. Is that correct? I know that hunters, I know killers do, but my understanding was survivors also are like that. I like Dwight, and yeah, they are okay. So in that case, what is Dwight's thing? Because like obviously it's like if I was being told, I remember I could only really tell you like the first initial Dead by Daylight killers, and then like I know that they added like Scream, um, I believe they added Freddy, Michael.
Welcome to the circus of
Hi
value.
Ember, thank you for the follow. But his thing is like leader perks and leaving no one behind. Okay, so you like to so you play a lot to like decouple people from the hooks. You make sure that you don't let people get hooked, or you make sure that you like get everyone off the hooks as fast as possible, I guess. Okay. How are you today, Ember? Okay, I need to fix that. So that should be okay. One, thank you, Joe. There's okay, I have to fix that though. There is a message that like is like they've like successfully hatched from like their egg or something like that, and that should be their first message that plays when we go and we get the first web. So I'd need to figure out what in the code is not liking that bit, but I'll figure that out. But anyway, thanks for doing your daily. But yeah, we're trying to do puzzles. So our current puzzle becomes a big puzzle. So we have to make these two shapes, this shape and this shape here, equal whatever I have to go make on this, because it's going to split the room, and I'm going to have to do it mirrored. I hope you have a great stream. Thank you, Joe. And I hope you have a good evening. I hope everyone has a good evening, or a good day, depending. I don't know where everyone is, so. And thank you for doing your daily as well, Ember. But yeah, I'm glad that Dead by Daylight went well. Uh, and I hope everyone had a good time with marbles. Oh, wait, Joey, that means you went pretty hard on marbles today, because you also did marbles in Scar's stream then. Just a whole marble day. Okay. So let's see. What did everyone do for dinner? I ended up having Detroit style pizza. And then I've had what I thought would be like a pumpkin spice pudding, but then it turned out to be a banana cream pudding that like had pumpkin spice in it. So it wasn't exactly what I was thinking it was going to be, but it turned out to not be bad. Okay, but let's see. How do we get this? I feel like we almost need it to be the square and something else. Oh, wait. Can we? Hold on. Three. Huh. This one's tricky to me. I don't know what it is, but it seems kind of tricky to me. Can we... How does this work? So we can make this one, if we do the square, I feel like the shapes have to align. Two. I am struggling. Sil, do you have any thoughts? If you're still here. So we have a square, or we have a long, or a 3x1, and then we have these. So if we use the 3x1, then we can technically make a 5x1, but 5x1 won't fit on our board, so that's ruled out. Hmm. Wait, do we have to actually use it so, like... Maybe we're not... Are we using, like, the remainder? Yeah, the remainder of it? Okay, what if we just go back up? I'm just curious. Does it matter? So we have to go back up in order to actually see the overall second part of the puzzle, so I do apologize if I'm, like, trying to figure this out, but at the same time, you know. I just also need to make sure that the music's playing, right? Ember, I hope your day's been going well. How was, were you, Ember, if you're still here, did you, hang out in Scar's stream today? I know I saw you in there the other day, I just don't know if you were... What if I just did that? No, so it does require those shapes. Okay. How many squares is it by? It's a 4x4 still? No, it's a 5x4. No, it's a 5x5. I cannot count. But the hope is to complete this, probably within the next, hopefully tonight, but I don't necessarily know that that's going to happen. So let's get ourselves situated so that we actually have better symbols. So this way, everything's kind of coming together at the same angle, at the same spot. I keep knocking my mouse, which is not ideal. Just so like we have better, I think, because we're trying to utilize everything else and I fucked it up. I thought I was going the right direction, I was not. I just want to get so that, like it has a better mirrored shape. Right. So now everything's kind of going into the same areas. I'm here in 1 sec. I'm in game. No worries, no worries. Okay. So now we try that again. We got our squares. We have a man solving a puzzle. His puzzle's blank. Yo, can I get your stylus? Kinda want a new drawing pad. I probably should draw before I try to start getting drawing pads. Okay, what do we got? Oh, interesting. Wait, do they both have to be done at the same time? Wait, how does this one work? Excuse me? Oh, do I have to stay on the panel? Or does it close after a certain time? 'Cause time? 'Cause 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 ' Oh, they're just on a timer regardless. Fuck. Fuck. Sorry, sorry if you asked a question. I was being hella chased. What are you playing? Are you also playing Dead by Daylight? Oh shit. Easiest puzzle of my life. Let's go. Oh, you also play Dead by Daylight, and also it seems like you. So obviously you're playing a survivor at this point, but are you generally a survivor player? Or what are your general opinions on it? How to do this? Oh wait, can we just? Nope. Struggle is real. But the question I had asked was, were you in Scar's stream today? And if you were, how did marbles go? Ooh, this is a very pretty room. You should use Survivor. Killer makes me anxious and I get bullied. Gotcha. I was in there for the first time. It was cool. Really? Was it your first? Oh yeah, I guess it. Yeah. I guess it was. I guess I did see that today was your first. Yeah, I forgot, I guess? What is... Wait, are these mirrored? There's no way these are mirrored. Okay, well... What I've done is illegal, it would appear. Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait, do I have to hit all of them and get back to the beginning of it? Oh. Okay. Huh. What if we went out the one side and just started wrapping up and down? Is that allowed? Is that legal, game? Or are you gonna get mad at me? No! Oh, we have to go. Interesting. And we're out. I mean, I just like this room. It's a very cool room. Joe told me I should join her streams. Gotcha. I guess maybe then I saw you in Joe's stream. Because I'd seen your name before her stream, so I guess I saw you in Joe's. Were you playing with Joe, or were you guys just playing kind of like... Were you just playing alongside him? I am. I'm in his streams a lot. Gotcha. You were playing with him? Nice. What is it? It's 4 survivors and a killer, right? So were you guys full up or no? Is this gonna work? It should work. It should be correct. It was in fact not correct. This won't work because it's gonna say it's from the other side. The other side's angry. Okay, so somehow we have to... Yes, we had 3 survivors and 1 rando, and they were not team players. So how does that work with Joe's like main character? Because what he said was that he plays like a leader type character, and if that requires more team-based play, how does that not end up working out with playing with individuals that don't really want to do team play? Is there a way to do this reversed? Is there a way to get around the other way? So if I instead do something, if I cut off the white, I feel like it has to do with separating the black from the others rather than separating the white. But maybe, oh, you know what? I think I see it now. I think it's just this. I think we solve it like this. Not quite. Not quite at all. I thought I had it. Each survivor gets their own perks, and when you play, you get points you can spend to upgrade your character level, and your perks can get better up to a certain level. And if your perks are the highest level, you can use them on any character, so it's just good to have multiple characters because you can choose whatever ones you want to use, if that makes sense. Interesting. So, I just want to correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm misunderstanding. So, let's say everyone's character's level starts out at 1, right? And I level it up, and let's say the max level is 3. So I have my first character, I've leveled up his first perk to 3. My second character also has a perk leveled up to 3. On my third character, I can use both my first perk from my characters 1 and 2 because they are maxed out. But I can't use their other ones because obviously they're not. Or is it you're only allowed to use one? So hypothetically, could you just use hypothetically if you got every character's skills maxed up, could you just use whatever you wanted on any character? That, I guess, is the end goal, the extreme of it. And also, feel free to not answer my questions. It is perfectly viable. Like I am perfectly fine with people just being like, I'm gonna play my game, right? Like I want to play my game. I don't want to answer your questions. I'm gonna go play my game, which is perfectly valid, because you know. Okay. Yes, you can use any perk for any character once a high enough level. Okay. And then my understanding is that there are consumables. And like consumable perks, I should say. Do only killers have like consumable buff perks, or does everyone have that? How do I get rid of these? This one's a bit trickier. This one seems a bit trickier to me. So maybe we move over to this one. Maybe we try to figure out this one. So we know that we need to separate these guys into 2s. correct, but I guess not. Oh, I see what I see where I went wrong. I see where I went wrong. There we go. I'm not sure what that means. Consumable? So I thought I had seen these sort of like I thought I had seen somebody play a killer and they had sort of like this banner of items or things that some of them were green, some of them were purple. If you have a high level survivor 1 and 2 but character 3 is still on low level, you may be able to use perks from characters 1 and 2 but not the highest level because character 3 basically has to learn in order to use. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, how the hell? Okay, so that means it has to go. There we go. Oh, all characters, killer or survivor, have those, but killer ones are used differently than survivor? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. How do I get out of this little shithole? Oh, there's different starting points. Wait, what is that? Why are there different starting points? Are there different exit points, or is it just to possibly jabait me? It looks like it's just possible jabait. Huh, okay, so that's not gonna work that way. Please be correct. Please be correct. Uh-oh. It might have accidentally spaghettied everywhere. This might not be good. This might not be the answer I need. Oh wait, no, hold on. We're still in it. We're still in it. And I fucked it. And we fucked it. How are you supposed to get to both of them? Oh, you know what? I think I have to just double back ever so slightly. Oh no, I need that one though, right? Because I need to... This one's mean. How the fuck? This one's rude. How do you do this? Because you can't... I guess you could do this. No, because you can't... Puzzle games, not for me. I have maybe one brain cell. Ember, that's the fun part. Same. Same. If there's one thing the people that have been watching me play this game know, it's that I don't have a brain. But like, so this game, so I can do puzzles games every once in a while. Um, but a lot of the time, what ends up happening is that I just look at a game and I say, I like the aesthetic of that, or that looks very pretty. I want to play that. And, for the most part, it's worked out. I think on a couple of occasions I think on actually very few occasions have I gone and been like, nah, I don't think I'll keep playing that. But this game, I just really liked the colors. Very bright, very, very pretty. You came at a bad time. We were like towards the very end of it, so you don't get to see a whole lot of the environment. Yeah. But it was I didn't realize how long it was gonna be, and I had forgotten, because I can't say I didn't hear about it. I had forgotten just how much people got like frustrated with some of the puzzles in this game, because I do remember people talking about it previously. I think I just hosed myself. Yeah. So I need to. I think what needs to happen here is I come out of the little. Oh, but then how the hell do I get in there? How do I get in there? Because I can't get back in that spot. This puzzle is tricky. How do I get there? Maybe I just ignore that row. Maybe that's just what I have to do. Maybe I just have to ignore it. So I do this instead. But I can't do just that. Because then I can't get out. Right? Yeah. Oh wait, I can't do this though. I can wrap back in. That's what I was gonna do. It's gonna wrap back in. So we just ignore that middle column bit. And now we should be good. Do you join Joe's streams? When I can find them, or when I can see them. I think I've really only seen him, play things like marbles for the time being. I was in his stream the other day. I don't remember if he was. I think I was in the stream of or right after his new model reveal. I don't remember which one though. But I was in there just the other day. I just don't remember what exactly was going on at that point. I just remember him being bald. Just gotta know here. Oh, so yeah, I have not caught any streams of Joe's where other people are talking. I just remember he was bald and was having bits thrown at him. And then I recommended him get like a sad emote that like has his the little panda on his pocket as on it over his face, and like his crying face behind it, like the one meme. Okay, I am struggling with these ones. Okay, let's go back to the other puzzle real quick. Let's see. Oh god, why did it suddenly like violently wrap around? Didn't need that. Okay. So if we cut these off, just doing this. So if we just did that, they're all cut off. That one is not though. Can we? But then we also can't leave, can we? If we... Ooh, wait, is there a way to... Can we cut that one off? That one's the only one left. That one's the only one left that we need. I'm looking. My brain is possibly thinking... How can we get this one? Whatever, I think we'll just... I mean, we're gonna fail it because we're gonna need to. So what if we instead cut these ones off? So now they're completely cut off. Oh wait, hold on. It's not fully cut off here. No, so close, yet so far. Shit. How can we do this? Okay, something's gotta give. This isn't gonna work. Does this work? Two, three, four. No, it doesn't work. What if I just, like, made a 4x4? Can I even make a 4x4 this way? Probably not, right? There's gotta be a way that it ends here. So this is one of our shapes. Can I just... Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. I'm struggling. There we go. Bam. That wasn't that bad. Just had to stop eating glue for a hot second. There's 2 exits. Does that mean that there's... I was gonna say that. It's gotta mean it's mirrored, because that's generally the only way that makes sense. Are there only 2 oranges? There are. So that actually means we have to go across, right? So at some point we have to cross over. Close, 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 but not quite there. I was gonna say, that's definitely not gonna work. maybe? Okay, so how do I separate those white ones? I feel like I can't unless I do this way. But there's no way this works. Yeah. Maybe like this? What was wrong with that one? Oh, a lot was wrong with that one. Okay, fair enough. How many more puzzles we got? Maybe just the 2? 3, technically, I guess, because we still have this one and this one. Okay. So we need to cross over without completely... That doesn't work. I've hosed myself, it would seem. Crap. That's gotta be where we end at. So, we're not looking to cut those two in half on our section, on our clear through. This is where the crossover occurs. And then we go out. No! The internal screaming continues. Okay, let's briefly go back to the other puzzle, yeah? Let's see if we can't figure out our other one. All the dots. How is this supposed to work? I need to do it like this then. Then that doesn't work. Okay, like that. Nope. So let's try this again. That's a problem. So what if we double back instead? We can't. So we have to do something different at this stage. Oh, adds a break. Okay. Oop. Yeah, I'll stop here. You survived the ads? Ads are so weird, man. So I just do the like 3 minutes per every hour as like the lowest, because I know I know Scar does like 30 seconds of ads. I know, well, maybe Scar doesn't do 30 seconds of ads. I don't remember what Scar does. I know Fig does 30 seconds of ads. I don't know what Joe does. But like it's so weird. It's like because it's like 3 minutes of ads, but then it's like then like some people get actual 3 minutes, and like Ember, I think you got like a minute and a half just now. So I never understand what's going on ad side of things. Yeah, it wasn't long. Yeah, I don't know how ads work. I don't think Twitch knows how that. I don't think Twitch knows how Twitch works. No, am I really stuck here again? I didn't have stream enough to get ads, so I have no idea either. Yeah, I guess I got it like a couple months ago at this point, but what did you stream when you did stream? Okay, I need to restart. I feel like we're getting pretty close. Did we get there? Holy shit. Okay. A variety of stuff. I did a little modded Stardew with Joe. We didn't get far before I quit. But Stardew, Repo, random stuff I didn't do for long. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like, so for a while I thought I would be like, there's like a game called The Bazaar that I thought I would like be like the main thing I was gonna stream. Um, and then I kind of like pigeonholed myself as like playing one particular character, and that ultimately just kind of took me out of the like playing the game in general. So I kind of hosed myself by like I made my problem, right? Like I created my own problem. Um, does this thing have multiple exits, or am I there's this is this it? Oh, okay. Got one. Ooh. We got a weird elevator that we probably need to get stairs to. This is very much kind of like a Myst style thing to me. I was just nervous to stream and I would start again if I could, but I moved and my internet is terrible out here, so it's not really an option anymore. But maybe when I move again, I'll try again. That sucks. I absolutely hate when the internet kind of just like throws you for a loop. Let's see. So what can we do here? We can't go over twice. But this cuts them off this way. So that's fine. So is this it? No. This cuts it off. Right? I gotta say, the game was fairly straightforward with a lot of its puzzles in the beginning. These like weird cylinder ones are very strictly like they only appeared here. So it was it uh so everything up to this point was for the most part like a flat a flat thing to look at. So we learned it, and then we just kind of have to like work around it. So I definitely see where somebody coming into just this part has a lot more to try to like figure out. But for us, or at least for me, we already know the rules of the puzzle. It's just now working it as a cylinder versus as a flat surface, right? So there are technically other puzzles. Okay. Looks like we might be at the end here, so I'm gonna turn off the music because the music was here because the game doesn't seem to have like any of its like own, um, or at least not like a whole lot of background audio. But if this is the end, I would like to see what anything the game has in these moments. Hello? Am I missing something? Hello? Am I missing something? Oh, there we go. Finished.
A star at dawn.
At dawn.
We're gonna get to see one last look.
A bubble
A bubble in a stream.
in a stream.
Oh, our lasers are shutting down.
A flash of lightning in a summer
A
cloud.
flash of lightning in a summer cloud.
A flickering lamp. A flickering lamp.
Flickering lamp.
I really did like the pink glowiness of those trees. I really like that they're giving you like a fly around. I'd be very curious to know if it flies you around in the order in which you completed the areas. Because I really wasn't paying attention to that to see if that was the case or not. Oh, now only 4 of the lasers are active.
A phantom.
Oh, no, now they're all gone.
Phantom.
A phantom.
Oh, the whole world's just sealing back up. So it's reverting? So now we're back at the beginning of the game?
And a dream.
And a dream.
And a dream.
Guys, the game just killed itself. Is that just what it does? The game just goes in the dream and then it just like deletes itself from your computer. It just uninstalls the game. Well, yes, the game does that. Yeah. Dejapra, thanks for the insight. Also, welcome. That'd be pretty funny. I mean, if the game uninstalled itself, obviously it just closed itself. But that's interesting. That was only less than 20% of players complete the game. I wonder what that other achievement is. It's probably like do all puzzles, and I'm not about to do that on stream because that sounds like it would take me a millennia. And that'd be like, yes, now the next several years will be entirely just the witness stream as you try to struggle run your way through the game. That was 40. Well, okay, so my playtime says 46 hours, but at the same time, I left this game accidentally open for who knows how long. So unfortunately, I don't have an accurate. Well, actually, I guess the accurate timer on it would be how long I spent playing it on stream. So if I just like added up those numbers, I could tell. But anyway, I think with that, I did say it would be a short stream. It's been 3.5 hours, which to me is relatively short by what my standards are. And I hold nobody but myself to my standards. So, how do you guys feel about Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess? Because I have a friend playing that. Because I think I'm done for the evening. I'm gonna install the Looker, and I'll probably end up playing that Sunday because tomorrow I'm putting together a desk, and I don't know how long that will take. So I figure I can get the Looker installed. Also, I know we're on a black screen. I don't really have anything, but I expected to just be on the game screen. Here, let's open up the game again just to go and have. What is it gonna do? Is it gonna be back at the beginning of the game now? That's what I'm curious about. It does put us right back at the beginning of the game. Oh wow. Is the second achievement beat the game again? It's just like, yeah, beat the game a second time. Wait, is everything weird or am I just blind and dumb? There is an autosave at the elevator. Most of the players at this point just reload back to that. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for pointing that one out. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's like, oh yeah, just automatically go back and redo the whole thing. But as far as I think this is a prettier thing to look at just while we come to a close. But thank you for that. Thank you for letting us know. Deja Pra? Is that how it's pronounced? Deja? Deja Pra or Deja? Deja? Not necessarily sure how you want to go about pronouncing that. Deja is fine. Okay. But yeah. We wrapped up the game, and no worries. Congrats on the finish. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your time here. But yeah, I will be trying out the Looker, which is supposed to be a parody of this game. But I do think that'll have to be Sunday. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna raid over to our friend Maddie Rooster, my friend Maddie Rooster. She's playing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I know that she is a. I don't know if she's played Twilight Princess. I know she's played Skyward Sword because she likes Groose. I believe an unfortunate amount. Uh, But we're gonna go over to hers and hang out there. So if you'd like to follow me over, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, thank you once again for stopping in, having a watch. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And hope to see you again. And if not, take care. Everyone enjoy your weekends, as it is Friday. So we can always just hope that everyone has a good weekend regardless. And if anyone has any traveling or anything they have to do, safe travels, have a good time, all that. Is it doing the raid? It is. Okay. I'm just never quite sure if it is or not. But yeah, I don't want to be a broken record. So once again, thank you everyone. Enjoy your weekends. Have a good time. I'm gonna be going over to Maddie's. Well, we're all going over to Maddie's. So let's see how she's doing. She's been playing for at least an hour and a half, and I'm sure that you'll have a good time. She's very energetic. Very happy to see new people. Very happy to see old people. All that fun stuff.